Hi, hello, namaskara. Today we are going to learn a new language, that is Kannada. We are going to start from the pure basics to the advanced level. So where it is included the writing, reading as well as the speaking part. So basically we're gonna start today from the letters, that is called as alphabets, and we're gonna do so many things on the coming sessions and all. Okay, yeah. So this session is completely included for the Varnamaale. What do you mean by Varnamaale? Varnamaale is a alphabets of Kannada. So in these alphabets we have 49 letters. How many? 49. So in these 49 letters we're gonna divide it into three groups. So the first group contain 13 letters. So the next group contain 2 letters. The next group, the third group, which contain 34 letters. Okay, I just give a normal figure for this. By combining these two groups, you can just call them, the whole 15 letters, you can just call them by a name called vowels. Okay, and these 34 letters you can generally call by the name called consonants. Okay, we have the particular word for each group that I'm gonna say it later. So generally just take a map of that. So the 49 are the main letters. In that we have 13 letters in one group, 2 letters in another group, and 34 letters in the third group. So by combining first two group, you're gonna call them as vowels. So on the next group, the last group, it is as usual by the name called consonants. Okay, yeah. So now, so let's go through each one point by point according to this. Firstly, take down the name called Varnamaale. What do you mean by Varnamaale? It's a word for alphabets, that what we're gonna represent in Kannada. So Varna Male. Okay, Varnamaale. So Varnamaale means alphabets. If it feels easy, you can just take it down. So like if you get any difficulty when you're writing about this, you can just skip this. After I'm just teaching all the things which are basics, so then you can easily write these kind of words. So now if it feels easy, you can just take it down, otherwise no worries. So as I said, Varnamaale is a word for alphabets in Kannada. So as I said, there are 49 letters. So let's go through the first group. We call it as by the name called Swaragalu. What we call Swaragalu. 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 Okay. See here, I can just write the English, the Kannada word for that. Swaragalu. Okay, yeah. So next group where there are only 2 letters, so that group is called as Yoga Vahagalu. What do you call? Yoga Vahagalu. Yoga Vahagalu. Okay. So third group, you can just call them by a name called Vyanjanagalu. What I just said, consonants. So in Kannada we call them as Vyanjanagalu. Okay, yeah. See, now we're having Swaragalu, Yogavahagalu, Vyanjanagalu. Keep practicing those words. Otherwise, like, you can just remember them. It's for like for a general thing. You can just remember them. Otherwise, it's no worries. Okay. So, as I said, there are 13 letters. There are 2 letters, and there are 34 letters. So, in this group, in this Vyanjanagalu group, we have another two separate groups. Okay. So, in that separate 2 groups, okay, one group and next second group. Okay, even in this first group you're gonna get 3 types of groups. Okay, 3 different types of groups. We're gonna learn each and every group later. Okay, once we finish the Swaragalu and then we finish Yoga Bhagalu, after that we're gonna look at this part. Okay, yeah, pause the video and take this down. Okay, yeah. So let's go through the first group called Swaragalu. So first group, as I said, Swaragalu. Swaragalu. There are 13 letters in this group. How many? 13. So let's go one by the other next. Okay. So first letter is A. Next letter is A. See, just first letter is a simple pronunciation. A. Simple. The second letter you need to drag the sound. Okay. Like that. So third letter is E. Fourth one, E. U. O. Okay. Yeah. Ru. Ye. Ye. I. O. O. How? Okay, how? See, I'm gonna read them once again. A, E, U, Ru, Ye, I, O, Ow. Okay, so you can see here 13 different kind of the vowels. Okay, see here you have 2 separate groups based on the pronunciation. Okay, I'm gonna tell about them now. Don't gonna write those names and all. Just you don't need them about that. Just remember them about the sounding, how it feels when you are just reading them, and just you can just mark them out. Okay. See, the first letter sounds like ah, okay, and third one is also e. These what I'm marking now. These letters are not a long sounding words. These are like short sounding words. Okay. Next, u, ru, ye, and o. See, you get 6 letters here. Okay. What are those? A, E, U, Ru, Ye, and O. Okay. These are like a short sounding words which need less energy to pronounce them. Okay. Yeah. So these are called as Rasva Swaragalu. How do you call? Rasva Swaragalu. What do you mean by Rasva Swaragalu? Rasva Swaragalu are the words which need short time to pronounce. Okay, and let's mark the remaining letters. A, E, U, Ye, I, O, and Ow. See, these letters, what I just mark by a circle, those letters are with need to pronounce with a drag sound, like means like in a long way. Okay, a, e, u, a, I, o, au, like that. These are called as dirgha swaragalu. What do you mean by dirgha? Dirgha means like extending that, like expanding that, dragging. That's called as dirgha. And these are like a dirgha swara. So the which I like, I'm just with a line, those are called as the rasva swaragalu, and I circle them out, which are called as dirgha swaragalu. Okay, yeah. Pause the video and take the letters, and you can just mark them. Okay, yeah. So next, second group, which are called as yoga vahagalu, right? Yoga vahagalu. Yoga vahagalu. So there are only two letters in that. Aha. Aha. Where you just see, you write letter A and A, the first letter of the alphabet, and just put a single circle, and here just you put a double circle. What do you mean by that? Okay. See, this single circle, it is not called as a circle in Kannada, it is called as anuswara. How do you call? Anuswara, and this is visarga. Anuswara, visarga. But the letters are called as aha. Okay. Yeah, please check them out by pausing the video, and we can continue with the next group, which is a large group, which is having 34 letters in them. Okay, yeah. See the third group, which is called as Vyanjanagalu. How do you say that? Vyanjanagalu, right? See here in Vyanjanagalu, as I said, there are two main groups. So first group is called as Vargiya Vyanjanagalu. Vargiya Vyanjanagalu. Right? The next one is Avargiya Vyanjanagalu. So first group is Vargiya Vyanjanagalu. The next group is Avargiya Vyanjanagalu. So what do you mean by Vargiya Vyanjanagalu? You know, Vyanjanagalu means it's like a consonants. Okay. So what do you mean by Vargiya? Vargiya means which are properly, particularly arranged letters, particularly grouped letters are called as Vargiya. Okay. So I'll explain those things. Before that, listen to the Avargiya Vyanjanagalu. What do you mean by Avargiya Vyanjanagalu? Which are not particularly arranged, just opposite of the first one. Okay, you need to remember like that. Yeah, pause the video and take these words. We're gonna learn about the letters of the Vargiya Vyanjanagalu. Okay, see about Vargiya Vyanjanagalu. Here there are some interesting points about the consonants. Okay, yeah. See, as I said, there are 25 letters. How many letters? 25 letters in Vargiya Vyanjanagalu. Okay? And remaining 9 letters are there in the Avargiya Vyanjanagalu. See, in this Vargiya Vyanjanagalu, each line contains 5 letters. Like this, gonna get 5 lines. Okay? So totally 25 letters. So let's go one by one line by one line. Okay, see, let's learn about one interesting thing here. Here you have 5 different kinds of lines which have 5 letters in each line. Each line have their own way of particular pronunciation pattern. Okay, in the first line, what 5 letters we have, it's having its own kind of pronunciation way. Even for the second line, even for the third, so on with all the 5 letters. Okay, sorry, all the 5 lines. Just second the first line now. In first line, 5 letters are there. So first letter is ka, kha, ga, gha, gnya. You're just observing here. The second letter and the fourth letter are containing H in between K and A and G and A. So it is ka, it is kha, where H sound need to be expressed more. It is ga, it is gha, and it is gnya. Okay, listen to me first. Ka, kha, ga, gha, nya. This is a way of pronouncing them. Ka, kha, ga, gha, nya. So you can just observe the pattern of pronunciation here. When you're just pronouncing, your mouth parts are just kept in a free way. Only the air that is coming from your throat are just you're just gonna block them in a throat and you're just pushing it out. For example, pronounce the ka. You're gonna get that. It will gonna make sense there. Okay, ka, kha, ga, gha. Yeah, you're just blocking your hair in the throat and you're just pushing it out. When you're just pronouncing the second letter and the fourth letter, you're putting some extra efforts to pronounce them. Okay, ka, kha. You're just expressing some extra efforts there. Ka, kha, ga, gha, nya. Only thing, you're working here with the throat. Other parts of your mouth are just free. They are just free. Okay, ka, kha, ga, gha, nya. So how to write them in Kannada? Let's learn that. Okay, so we need to write, like, we need to put a circle first, small circle, and then with a horizontal line, and then with a small curved line, then with another horizontal line, just making like this. It is ka. Next, kha. Sorry. Then it is ga. Next, gha. Next, gnya. Okay, right? Yeah. How do you read this? As I already taught you, just if you want again, just go back to the day part, like go 1 minute or 1.5 minutes behind and just go through them again. Okay, I can't repeat because it's, if I repeat all the things, then video will become lag and like it will be like lengthy. Okay, so we need to make the short video. Just we need to go back and we need to revise the things. Okay, so let's go to the next line. Okay, next line, which contain as again the 5 letters, that sounds like cha, cha, ja, jha, gnya. Here just, which looks like these 2 letters having the same pronunciation, but that is not properly, but generally you can say like that, but it is not in a proper way. Okay, I'm gonna explain that. Okay, just observe the pronunciation. Cha, cha, ja, jha, nya. What you're doing here, your tongue is there, right? The middle part of the tongue is just touching the upper palate to get these pronunciation. Just observe clearly. Cha, cha, ja, jha, nya. One more time. Cha, cha, ja, jha, nya. See, here it is nya, where you are just blocking here, nya, nya, in the throat, where you are working with the throat here. But here it is not with the throat, here it is with the tongue. Nya, 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 nya. Okay? Nya. The tongue we need to work here. So I'll just gonna write the letters now. One more thing, one more important thing. See, here it is double H. One H will gonna represent the efforts, which is H sound, ha sound. Even here also. Okay? See how to write. Cha, cha, ja, ja, jha, nya. Okay? Cha, cha, ja, ja, nya. Done? If you want to know how to write the each and every letter, please make a video with a 0.75x speed and repeat the things. Okay? I can say one more thing here, which is, as I said, there are three groups under the Vargiya Vyanjanagalu. See, I'll explain those three groups here itself. You are just observing, always the first letter and third letter of each line are getting the short pronunciation or they're getting simple pronunciation. And when you're just going through the second letters of each line, you are getting the hard pronunciation. Okay, that means you are putting extra efforts to pronounce them. Okay, keep them in mind. And when you're just pronouncing the last letter, it is like a unique thing. I'm gonna say how it is unique from the other. Listen to me first, guys. Ka, ga, cha, ja. These are the simple pronunciation without any efforts. So those are called as rasvas. Sorry. Alpa prana. Alpa prana. What do you mean by alpa prana? So I can just write the name here. Alpa prana. What do you mean by alpa prana? See, alpa means little bit. Prana means breath. The letters which need a less breath or little bit breath to pronounce or little bit energy to pronounce, those are called as alpa prana. Alpa prana, alpa prana, alpa prana, alpa prana. Okay? Yeah. So these are the letters, the second, fourth letters. Ka, kha, gha, cha, jha. These are called as mahaprana. How do you say? Mahaprana. What do you mean by mahaprana? Maha means like more or huge amount. Okay, the letters which need extra energy, more breath. Prana means, as I said, it's a breath or air what we're gonna breathe. Okay, so which needs more energy to pronounce, those are called as mahaprana. Okay, yeah. So the last group, these are like a very unique from these two. Okay, these are called as Anunasika. What do you mean by Anunasika? See, it's an interesting thing. What you are learning all about the interesting things, okay? Yeah, listen to this. What do you mean by Anunasika? See, Anunasika is a group where there are only 5 letters in them. Okay? Yeah. Anunasika is a group where we have only 5 letters which need the help of our nose to pronounce. What do you mean by Anunasika? The letters which need a help of our nose to pronounce the letters. Okay? How to test them? Just, I'll say after finishing all the 25 letters, okay? Keep curious about them. Yeah. Next 5 letters are ta, tha, da, dha, na. Okay, ta, tha, da, dha, na. See, when you're just pronouncing all these 5 letters, you already know the first letter and third letter are with a short pronunciation or simple pronunciation. Second and fourth are with the extra efforts needs to pronounce them, and last letter is a unique thing which need help of our nose. Okay, yeah. Listen here. The first letter, when you're pronouncing all these 5 letters, okay, when you're pronouncing all the 5 letters, you are just pronouncing with the help of your tongue, where it is going touching to the upper palate. The tip of our tongue is touching the upper palate, is called as the third group. So sorry, it is not called as third group. It is like, it is a way of pronouncing of the these letters. Okay, yeah. Look at the letters: ta, tha, da, dha, na. Okay, ta, tha, da, dha, na. Yes. Okay. How do you pronounce them? You're just, the tip of the tongue is touching the upper palate. Okay, yeah. So next line: tha, tha, da, dha. One second. Yeah. Dha, na. See the way here, the one H will gonna represent the letters ta, and next H will gonna represent the sound. Okay, H sound, extra effort. Okay, ta, tha, da, dha, na. See, the difference between these and these these two lines are, when you're just pronouncing the top line, your tip of the tongue is touching the upper palate. But when you're just pronouncing all these 5 letters of second line, your tip of the tongue is going to be touch the front teeth, or you can just say the back of the front teeth. Okay, ta, tha, da, dha, na. You can just write like this: ta, tha, da, dha, na. Ta, tha, da, dha, na. Okay, yeah. Pause the video and note it down. So next we're gonna move for the last line of the Vargiya Vyanjana. Those are 5 letters which are very easy to pronounce: pa, pha, ba, bha, ma. Okay, pa, pha, ba, bha, ma. Where these 5 letters which are pronounced with the only help of our lips. Okay, pa, pha, ba, bha, ma. Pa, pha, ba, bha, ma. Okay, easy. Now, as I said, I'm gonna say how to experiment the Anunasikas. Okay, yeah. See here. Just close your nose with your 2 fingers. Okay. Try to pronounce the last line 5 letters, which comes like gnya, gnya, na, na, ma. Close your nose and try to pronounce them. It will be very difficult to pronounce. Gnya, gnya, na, ma. Okay. So it is not easy. Okay. Try out that. So why it is called as Anunasika? For that reason. Which letters which need help of our nose to pronounce them are called as Anunasikas. Okay. It's the end of our topic of Vargiya Vyanjana. Now we are going to learn the Avargiya Vyanjana. Avargiya Vyanjana. Okay. As I said, Avargiya Vyanjana means the letters which are not particularly arranged, just randomly arranged. Okay, without any particular way of pronunciation, without any discipline, they just put it in a separate group, or called as Avargiya Vyanjana. So those are 9 letters. So let's go through one by one. The first letter is Ya. Ya. Next, Ra. Next, La. Next, Va. Va. Next, Sha. Next, Sha. Same type pronunciation, okay? No worries. Sha, Sha. Sa. Ha. And last letter, La. Okay. See, here you are finding a same type of sounds for La, La. Okay. Those are not same. Remember, please remember, those are not same. This La, when you're just pronouncing, keep that in mind. When you're pronouncing, the tip of your tongue is touching the front teeth, or you can say back of the front teeth. That is La. Okay. When you're pronouncing the La, it is not like that. You are just folding your tongue inwards and trying to touch the upper palate, and you're just pronouncing the sound La, La, La. Okay. This is La and this is La. Keep practicing. I think this is a special sound what the South Indian languages, like what you call the Dravidian languages, which mostly have. Okay, it is mostly used also, and you need to keep practice to get this sound. When you're just combining this sound with other sounds, when you're in the words and all, it feels difficult for you to pronounce at that time. By making practice at now, and by just keep on doing the practice about this, it will be fine when you're just doing the words and all. Okay, yeah, keep doing that. So totally we learned all the letters, all the alphabets. Totally we learned 49 alphabets completely. Okay, in the next session we're gonna do the next part. Next part is called as Uttakshara. What is called? Uttakshara. What do you mean by Uttakshara? It is generally a combination of consonants with the consonants. Now you know what you mean by consonants. You can just turn out your notebook and you can just see the letters from Ka to La are generally called as consonants. Okay, so we are just combining the consonants with the consonants. It may be same consonants or it may be different consonants. That will called as Uttakshara. Okay, so for example, I'm gonna show a letter in Kannada, Akka. Okay, and Arya. You can just observe. Forget about these two letters. Those are vowels. Okay, in Kannada it is also A sound. That is also even vowel. Take down this K. Here it is K. In English it is K. In Kannada it is Ka. Ka is a sound which is come under the consonants. When you are just combining the consonants with the consonants, it may be a same consonant or it may be different consonants. That is called Uttakshara. Here also you are just combining Ra sound with Ya sound. Okay, Ra with Ya, and here you are combining Ka along with Ka, right? So there are separate two groups. The letters which gonna combine with the other letters are called as one type of Uttakshara. The letters which gonna combine with the same letter, they are called as another type of Uttakshara. Okay, we're gonna get complete detail about this in the next session. Okay, yeah, so this is for the first video, and yeah, I think the what we thought was completely good, and you're gonna enjoy this session, and keep supporting us and keep doing the things, and we can meet in the next session. Till then, have a great day, have enjoyable days. Okay, bye, and don't forget to subscribe the channel Akshara Nildana. Okay, thank you.